The jungle is alive, whispering secrets through the rustling leaves, its dense canopy sheltering an ancient world untouched by time. But within this paradise, a storm is brewing, one that will shatter lives and test the limits of survival. In this world, where nature thrives undisturbed, a young hunter named Jaguar Paw lives among his people, a peaceful tribe that flourishes in harmony with the land. He is a devoted husband to 7, a strong-willed woman carrying their unborn child, and a loving father to their young son, Turtle's Run. His father, Flint Sky, a wise and respected elder, has raised him with the values of courage and resilience. But their way of life is about to be obliterated by a force beyond their comprehension. Descending from the horizon of towering Mayan pyramids, a ruthless warlord known as Zero Wolf leads a band of fierce warriors, including the sadistic Middle Eye and the cunning Snake Ink. Their mission is clear: capture the innocent, enslave the weak, and offer blood to the gods. Overseeing this brutal order is the powerful high priest, who manipulates the people into believing the sacrifices appease the gods, and the Mayan king, the ruler of an empire built on suffering. As dawn breaks over their tranquil village, an army of brutal warriors, led by the merciless Zero Wolf, descends upon them. Huts go up in flames. Screams fill the air. Women are dragged away. Men are slaughtered where they stand. Chaos reigns. Amid the bloodshed, Jaguar Paw acts swiftly, hiding his pregnant wife. 7 and young son Turtles run in a deep cave, promising to return. But when he rushes back to defend his people, he is overwhelmed, forced to watch as his father is slain before his eyes. He is bound and marched away with the other captives, leaving his family trapped with no way to escape. With bloodied hands tied and backs scarred from beatings, Jaguar Paw and the remaining survivors are forced on a brutal march toward an unknown fate. Along the way, they witness horrors beyond imagination. Razed forests, villages torn apart by disease, and towering stone cities built on the suffering of the enslaved. But nothing compares to what awaits them. They are led into a grand Mayan city, a place of decadence, suffering, and death. Women are sold into slavery, and the men, painted in eerie blue dye, are dragged to the top of a massive stone pyramid, where an eager crowd cheers for blood. One by one, captives are sacrificed to the gods, their beating hearts ripped from their chests before their lifeless bodies tumble down the steps. Jaguar Paw watches as his friends meet their gruesome end, knowing he is next. Then, an omen. A solar eclipse darkens the sky. The execution is halted. The gods are appeased. But Jaguar Paw and the remaining captives are not spared. Instead, they are taken to an open field for a twisted game, A deadly hunt where they are released one by one, given a chance to run, only to be used as target practice for the warriors. Arrows pierce the flesh of his comrades, blows shatter bones. As Jaguar Paw flees, he is struck by an arrow, barely surviving. But the worst is yet to come. Limping, bleeding, and barely clinging to life, Jaguar Paw reaches the edge of the jungle, the place he knows best. But survival is not guaranteed. Zero Wolf and his most ruthless men are hunting him. What follows is a relentless, pulse-pounding chase through the unforgiving wilderness, where every step could mean death. But this is Jaguar Paw's domain. Summoning every ounce of skill, he becomes the predator instead of the prey. Using the jungle as his weapon, he turns the tide. He lures the warriors into deadly traps, poisons them, and strikes from the shadows. One by one, they fall. But time is running out. A storm is coming, and the cave where his wife and son are trapped is flooding fast. In a final desperate confrontation, Jaguar Paw faces Zero Wolf. With nothing but instinct and a deep primal will to survive, he lures the warlord into a lethal trap, impaling him on a sharpened spear. With his enemies vanquished, he races back to his family, pulling them from the rising waters just in time. But as they emerge from the jungle, breathless and battered, they see something they never could have imagined. Massive Spanish ships arriving on the shores. The world they knew is about to change forever. This is not just a story of escape. It is a story of endurance, of resilience, of a man who defied fate, conquered fear, and reclaimed his life in the ultimate battle for survival. Because in the wild, only the strong endure.